Have I done an interview with you before?
Yeah. Once.
Where was it? Battlezone.
Oh, it was for
Cage
Darby's fight. Wherever Darby was fighting. It was down the
Oh,
back.
that's right.
Yeah.
But it was just a talk. It
Yeah,
wasn't after
yeah,
your thing. Oh,
yeah.
yeah. Okay. Right, ready? Lydia Daydal, MMA Connect TV, backstage at Cage Conflict in the Devenish Belfast with a victorious Graham Sheehan.
Yeah. Not more to say. Victorious.
Corner stoppage after this first round?
Second round.
Oh, second round.
It was actually flashbacks to my fight over in Newcastle, because that was a doctor stoppage as well at the end of the round. It's just like I wanna go on, but it is a stoppage at the end of the day.
I think it was your brother James who's in your corner who noticed it first that the ref was over and there was like people kind of looking and stuff. Can you remember what he said to you? Was he like, it looked like he was saying something like, relax, it looks like he's not going to come back out of the corner?
Yeah, he was saying that, but still at the same time he was getting me ready for the third round, and we were looking to put the pace on, because it was getting to be a heated fight. So
yeah. Well, it was funny because your opponent, when he took you down in the first like 10-15 seconds, I think it looked like he was sort of confident, from like you could see it in his face. He was like, lovely, I've gotten the takedown, I can work my game now from here. But when you stood back up, like obviously your strength is like so clear when you look at you fight, how strong you are. Did you feel that as well? Because there was a lot of cage work, you know what I mean, where you were just like, I could hear James and your dad saying like, turn him now, you're like head position, that kind of thing. How easy or how difficult is it to listen to your corner in those moments and try and stay calm?
Well, I love having James in my corner, because he's there training every day with me. He's the one telling me, Andy and Reds as well, they're always telling me, so when I have them in my corner, it's easy to pick them out. Yeah. So like they say it, I just do it. It's like they're controlling me. They say it, I do it. And about the strength, and it's actually funny because I'm coming up from 66 now. I was growing a bit. I got a bit more strength. Coming up to 70, I was a bit worried going into it, being like, what's
that man strength,
Graham?
like?
Yeah. But I think it was a bit more experience there. I was a bit more experienced in there as well, to know when to use the strength, when to employ my techniques. Yeah. Whereas he was just a bit go. Yeah. And that seemed to burn him out a bit more.
You secured a very good position, like where you were kind of like on the back, almost, that you could see where you could go from the position at the end of the second round, and you were landing some heavy shots as well. Do you, like, as a spectator, when I watch a fight that's ending like that, and you hear the klaxon or you hear the last 10 seconds, and the ref steps in, the round's over, it's very frustrating, so like you're like, oh, that could have been a finish. Or do you feel it as well when you're actually, it's you're like, damn, was that the bell? I think I had him here.
It was more over in Newcastle when that happened. I was on the back, I was raining down strikes. Another 20 seconds in the fight would have been stopped. And then he gets up, it's a doctor stoppage, hurt a shoulder, or I can't even remember, something like that. And so having gone through it before, I was a bit happier this time. I remember I was very down in the cage in Newcastle, because I said, I wanted to go on. But this time I was sort of like, it's the same thing. I don't know how it happened again, but I'll take the victory.
Yeah, absolutely. So obviously, for anyone that doesn't know, you come from like a fighting family. Obviously, your two older brothers are professional fighters as well, all training out in Team RYANO. I had James on the show before his debut in Cage Warriors, and we were talking about how like it must be great to be able to go home and I always find that when you finish in the gym and you've been shown a new technique and you're trying to pull it off and you're home and you're like, what was it? Was it move the right arm, or is it like, put your knee in there and then turn? So it must be great to like go home after the gym and like have, two brothers that you can like, what do you think? Or can I use you for a second to try something out? Or is it just like, normal life is just the same to you?
The kitchen has turned into the new wrestling place, and then we have the mats. We're throwing them out the back. We're rolling every Sunday now and stuff. It's brilliant.
Your poor mother. Is there like padding all along the kitchen, like jigsaw board?
The couch is designated anything goes.
Yeah, it's brilliant. And was it because of your brothers? Is that why you started training?
When I was doing my leaving cert, they were getting ready to go over to the Worlds. And then I went over to Vegas to the World Championships with them, and Matthew ended up winning it. And I had an idea that I wanted to join, and then seeing them go over and compete, and seeing like the respect around the sport, like it was true martial arts. That's what made me want to join.
Yeah, and a big brother is world champion.
Yeah,
a amateur world champion. Like I remember when he won that at the time, and there was such like a buzz where people who didn't really, take notice of the sport were suddenly saying, oh, what? Wait, we've an amateur world champion. And it was kind of, you could see the shift almost in, a lot of the media in particular that like weren't really covering, like say sports media that weren't really focusing on MMA. Obviously a proud moment for your family.
Oh, of course, yeah. I think the worlds are just, the IMAF in general is just brilliant it's just, that's what amateur should be. There's no like hype around the fights. You don't really know who you're going to fight until the week. You get in, you got the rash guards and stuff, whatever, you got the uniform on, and you're just going against red versus blue. There's no hype around the fights. It's just about the fight.
Yeah, it's technique, isn't it? It's who has the better skill level on the day.
Yeah, exactly.
So by that, I assume you're going to try out yourself. When you're a little bit older, will you be trying? Or there's juniors now, isn't there?
Juniors now as well. Yeah, I was planning to go to the Worlds in China, but it ended up getting cancelled and moved to Bahrain. And
who wants to go to China anyway?
So
his dad's going, I do.
Yeah, so that was a bit unfortunate the way it got moved.
Yeah.
But it's definitely something I'm going to go for the future. Either the Worlds or the Europeans, maybe both, whatever.
Absolutely. How old are you now?
I'm 19 still.
So you've got as they say, the world at your feet in terms of like a fight career. You've got a very long stretch if you decide that you want to keep fighting, you know what I mean? But congratulations again. It was great to get you on the show. Any
Thanks.
Thank yous or shout-outs?
Shout out to everyone at Team RYANO. My dad's down the corner, he's staring at me. I better give a shout out to him. And of course my brothers. They put in so much work for me. It's brilliant.
Well, congratulations again. Graham Sheehan for MMA Connect TV.